Welcome back to Missless IBG. Have you ever blanked out when you're talking in English, even though you know the answer? So recently I've started running one-to-one tutorial sections with some Hongkongers, especially those who failed the Trinity College London B1 exam previously. And I've discovered that some problems are not related to English at all. So today I'm going to walk you through all the issues. I'm Liz Wong. I've been teaching English for 18 years across different countries, and for the last few years I've been right here in the UK with you, navigating the same system. I'm also working in financial advisory role in the UK here, where business English is used on a daily basis. So I would say I don't know the system well here, both from education to finance. And recently I started offering one-to-one sections, especially to Hongkongers who found the B1 exam challenging, or who even failed it and felt completely lost. And after working through these sections, I noticed a pattern. So to be honest, to me, I think those people are really smart. Their English isn't that bad at all, and also they're very hardworking. But there are three deeper habits shaped by the Hong Kong education system that are quietly holding them back. Now, the first one that I want to talk about is memorization. Okay, many ESL learners, take Hong Kong as an example again, people memorize English in paragraphs, yeah? And to be honest, it's not their fault, because the education system in Hong Kong back then is using memorization, exams, tests, those things are the core of the whole system. As a result, it becomes relatively harder when the examiner changes the default questions that is already sitting in the examinee's head. Now, I'll give you an example here. So if I say, I give you a standard question like this, tell me about your recent personal experience. What made you like that experience? Okay? But then if the examiner changes it into another type of question, is there any unforgettable experience you have had recently? Why did you think that experience was so special to you? Now, when the examiner changes the question, some people may find it quite hard to get it, resulting in freaking out. Then, lead to longer pauses, their confidence gone, fluency destroyed, and then the whole presentation falls apart, resulting fail in the exam. Point 2 is like I've also noticed is too short in answers. You see, Hong Kong education kind of focuses on receiving rather than thinking and challenging back then. As a result, students were trained to give only precise answers. Yes, no, short answer, that part of the answer, that's it. You cannot think out of the box. You cannot answer things that are non-related. However, in communication, it's not like that. It's about fluency and interaction, okay? So in short, the less dead air, the better it is for the examiner to feel that you are capable and reaching B1 level. All right, I'm going to give you an example here. So the examiner asks, do you enjoy cooking? So if you give just, yes, I do. I like cooking. First stop. That's not what they want to hear. Instead, you should say, yes, I enjoy cooking, especially on weekends, and then you further expand. Like you give examples, sharing your personal experience. I usually cook Cantonese dishes because it reminds me of home, and my kids love it. But recently, I've also been trying some British recipes to mix things up, blah, blah, blah. Same question, different answers. The second one shows your ability. The first one, Point 3, thinking skills. You see, I have taught in different countries, and for Asian countries, it's very different from the USA or Europe. Thinking out of the box is a skill that you guys really need to work on. So you see, if the examiner asks you this question like, is there any place you have been to in the UK where you found it interesting? You do not just answer, yes, many places, like Wales, Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool, full stop. No, you have to keep expanding. Last weekend, my family and I went to Manchester since a friend of mine lives there. Manchester is now very well known for many Chinese cuisines, where we can also taste traditional food from back home. Last time we had dim sum in a Chinese restaurant. In my opinion, the quality was excellent. My kids, on the other hand, love sushi, so we also explored different Japanese restaurants. You see, you're not just answering the examiner's question, but also sharing a lot in details, like where you went to, using the correct tense, also like in details about the things you guys did as in a family. You even talk about your kids' preference. Basically, it's sharing your own personal experience. That's just what B1 really requires. So I hope you found this video useful, and I just want to say, for whoever has failed before or who are lacking confidence, don't worry, there's always a way out. Well, what you can do, you can of course subscribe to my channel, where I sometimes will share tips. However, I would say this channel is more focused on like encouragement, personal growth, psychology, parenting. Yeah, because throughout 18 years of teaching, I don't just teach English. Actually, I've helped many traumatized students, also those who were never seen under a great Oriental system. Anyways, if you need any encouragement or even further assistance, just leave a comment in this video and I will just reach out and get back to you. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.